Hello everyone, go go go, this is GC. Today I'm taking you on a whale watching tour. At the same time, I want to share some stories of the last 30 days basically. So in the last 30 days I've had this scooter and I think 800 kilometers. I'm not 100% sure how much I did, but it's plenty. And I want to give you couple of interesting aspects I learned while riding this scooter almost every single day. And let me start out with the most interesting part is the amount of exercise I'm getting from riding scooter is insane. I didn't expect this to be the case, but this is what really happens. So when I started out scooting, I thought it's just simply hanging on, moving along with the scooter. That's all you had to do. Maybe a little bit balancing. 99% of work is done by the scooter. You are just a passenger, like a passive person. Like the traditional Segway. The traditional Segway, the one with the big wheel, for example, it doesn't require much effort. You just have to stand on it, hold on to the handle, and then push the thing back and forth, and then you're gonna go accordingly. This is a completely different situation. So the scooters of Segway are very sporty. I cannot describe it any better. I want to show you something. Look at the center of gravity, how low it is. So the tripod is all the way to the bottom, and I hope you can see how little space there is. How many fingers is there? Look at that. So the center of gravity of this scooter is one of the lowest you can get on the market. And since this has no suspension whatsoever, so the entire process of control and power transfer is done by you, the rider, not on the scooter. The scooter literally is only half of the equation. The other half of the equation for a pleasant experience is actually your skill. So this is an amazing scooter for sporty purposes. It trains your ability to ride it, to balance, to navigate. All this together, it creates a very unique experience. I don't even know how to describe it any better. I tried other scooters before, and this is a very unique driving experience. So anyone who is not sure about what scooter to get, if you want the benefits for your health, I highly recommend this particular model F65 because it does the work in proportion, but it does not do the work for you in balancing, if I make any sense there. So it pushes you forward through the wheel drive setup, but it does not do any true navigation, balancing, dampening for you. So you still have to add a lot of skill to this experience. And then the next thing I want to mention is the social aspect of scooting around. So because for safety reasons, I have no choice but to put on the flashlight during the daytime so the flashlight blinks. This scooter is so quiet, nobody can hear it. And most of the time, if you ride from behind, you're overtaking a pedestrian, for example, they get startled because they don't expect anything to come from behind at any speed because they don't hear anything whatsoever. So because of that, I added the speakers like this. So this is what you hear in the background. Is the typical music I play basically as a warning signal. Instead of beeping and making the noise with the bell, I just play some soft music in the background. It does not solve every problem, but it will greatly reduce the unpleasant experience for other road participants where they get surprised. So particularly in the night, it is with the music, it is very easy to announce your actual position because you also have people who ride on bikes, on other scooters, on rollerblades, who are faster than a pedestrian, but they want to know exactly where you are and where are you coming from, are you overtaking them or not. All that is easily done through constant music playback. So this is by far one of the most important safety feature I added to the scooting experience. And I highly recommend other people to do the same. This is, from my experience, if you have other people on the road, this particular addition safety feature is even more important than lights, because when people are ahead of you, they can't see your lights whatsoever. You're invisible to them. So the only way for them to know that you are coming is through music or noise. Otherwise, you have to constantly ringing the bell like this, ring this bell, and that is not exactly the same pleasant experience. And because all the safety addition that are added to the experience, now here comes the unexpected consequence of all the safety features. You attract a lot of attention. So particularly like me, who always like to wear full helmet and always wear full protection, so you do attract more attention than somebody who actually ride around practically naked. That is a surprising thing. So because of that, a lot of people pay attention to you, and that naturally results in far more social interaction than you would expect from riding a $1,000 scooter. I'm a person who is not afraid of social interaction, and I enjoy public attention. That's the reason in the past when I drive cars, I prefer convertibles. I've been a convertible driver for years. And I can sincerely tell you that if you ride a scooter dressed properly, you get more attention than a person in a Lamborghini. I really mean it. I really mean it. The next comparable one will be Harley Davidson. But you can't go with the Harley on the footpath, and also the noise of the Harley sometimes can be very annoying. So this is a very pleasant experience for you if you are a social creature. So anybody who wants to practice their social muscle, I highly recommend put on a good example for other people. And last but not least, when I talk about examples, I frequently come across people who don't wear helmets, don't wear any protective gears. So instead of talking to them, asking them why they don't wear them, all I do is this. This is my signature move. What I do is I just trail them. I just stay behind those people and just ride behind them for a while. I don't say anything, I just ride behind them for a while. And they get curious, they look at me again, they'll notice my safety gear, and after a while, without fail, anyone who doesn't wear a helmet, after about 50 to 60 meters, they actually will stop and put on the helmet. I don't know if it's the social pressure, I don't even understand the logical or psychological reason behind it, but I found out this pleasant effect in the accidental way, basically. So instead of convince somebody to wear the safety gear, I just demonstrate the safety gear. So because you demonstrate the safety gear, and maybe they make them self-aware that it might not be a good idea just to leave the helmet on the side. A lot of people literally, they have a helmet, but they don't wear them. They just put it on the side and then ride without a helmet. So when I do that, by trailing those people for a while, they actually stop and put on the helmet. Yeah. So I don't know the true reason behind it. Maybe the comment section can give me an answer why that is. Social pressure, peer pressure, positive influence, I don't know. So either way, those are some of the points I want to share with you guys. And now I want to move over to an overall review of the experience. And I can tell you all sincerely, with no reservation, the $1,000 I spent on this scooter is the best $1,000 I spent on any toys I've ever done, or on any gym memberships, or on any diet programs, or on any special self-improvement things I've ever done. Nothing has prepared me for the physical effect of daily practice of scooting. It is extremely difficult to describe this, but the health benefit far exceeded my wildest expectation. And if you don't believe me, try it for a few days, 3-4 days. You understand exactly what I'm talking about. So I always had trouble in my life training my legs. I truly have trouble training my legs because I always train my legs to be endurance, not for volume. So I always have a bit of a skinny leg look. But this is the first time I'm getting proper muscle training on the lower section. And it feels very good. And my core strength has improved dramatically. without practicing any other core exercise, I cannot do more push-ups, nor more. I can do more planking. It is insane. It is insane, and my heart rate has improved. My skin has improved for some reason as well. I don't even know why. Maybe the fresh air, because you are constantly exposed outside. So those are the things I can absolutely confirm to everybody that this is the best possible thing you can do. If you have $1,000 to spare, this is probably the best $1,000 you can spend on. So I give you guys one closer look at my setup. So that is the light, the second light, and I barely modified anything else. Yeah, just every week pump air, and that's it. No trouble whatsoever. Okay, I hope we see some whales today, and I will keep the camera focused on the ocean. Maybe we'll get to see some whales. Who knows?